I want to thank each and every single one of you from the bottom of my heart for being a leading pioneer in our Leap V2 headrest project. We promised that each and every one of you guys would get improvements as we received our feedback, and we have kept to our word. We've made a lot of improvements during the design process, and now even after release, we are making more improvements. There was something that was recommended to us by a lot of our early adopters. They mentioned that they were okay with the braces that were going in between the seat back and the fabric. However, when they were going in, they were not actually holding the chair in place when you did certain movements. So for example, if you push the chair forward like this, which we didn't anticipate many people pushing the headrest from here, or if you did an exaggerated motion upwards that was, a little bit too forceful, the hooks would come out and then you'd have to go through the hassle of maybe standing up and then reinserting them, or trying to reach around in the back and then reinserting the hooks, or the braces as we call them. Again, we found a solution. We knew that the metal that we used for the braces was a very high quality metal, and actually it was very smooth to the point that it didn't provide any friction, and that was able to hold and grip onto that layer between the back foam and the back plate of the chair. We actually tested a couple different things, and the biggest solution that we found is easy and we're able to provide to you guys that have already purchased is to put a silicone rubber coating on the ends of the hooks of the braces. When we did that, it actually did a really good result, better than even expected. It was even with an aggressive amount of force in any direction, forward, backward, up, it was very difficult to remove the hooks and the braces from where the desired location was. These silicone tips, I'm going to show you in a clip really shortly how you're going to receive them, how you're going to install them, and how it improves the performance significantly. So to start off the process, everybody that's received their headrest through the pre-order phase has already probably installed the headrest and unboxed it, obviously. So we're not going to go through that process, but I have a headrest here that's detached so we can show you where exactly and precisely you should be able to install the enhancements that we're providing, which is the silicone covers for the brace hooks. So you're going to receive the brace hook covers that are silicone. They're going to come very small like this, about just a half an inch or so, which is going to cover exactly only the hook portion of the brace. And when you receive them, they're going to be in an envelope, probably getting them in your mailbox. Just make sure you're careful when you're opening up that envelope, because they are rather small and they're going to be either black or clear, and you don't want to lose them. So when you get them, the very first step you're going to do is obviously unhook the hooks from the brace part in the back of your headrest. Here it's a lot easier to demonstrate and with clearer visibility with it being detached, so I'm going to show you that, but you don't necessarily need to detach it to do it. You're going to take the first hook cover and then slip it over the hook on the brace part, and it's good because it's silicone, it's going to have a little bit higher friction, so you're going to probably wiggle it on. Once you get it all the way in as much as possible, here you can see the edge of the silicone cover is nearly at the edge of the hook, and then you're going to do the same thing with the other side. And again, the whole point of this is to increase friction, so it's not going to be a very easy process, but it's a reasonably doable process. Now the next step, after you have already installed the hook covers, I'm going to use a heat gun. This will do the job obviously a lot faster, but what you can do if you don't have a heat gun is you can use a blow dryer to heat shrink the silicone so it can fit perfectly and tightly onto the brace hooks. Put it on the lowest heat so that you don't burn the silicone covers, or also for your own safety burn your hands. So try to get it within a reasonable distance. You'll start to notice that the silicone covers start to shrink and conform to the shape of the hooks on the braces. Once it's shrunk to the shape of the brace, and with a heat gun it'll honestly only take like 30 seconds max, maybe 40 seconds, but it's to be on the safe side. You can turn it off every few seconds to be safe and see if it's shrunk enough so that it has conformed to the shape of the hook. It should not take very long, like I said, maybe 30 seconds with a heat gun, maybe slightly longer with a blow dryer, and then do the same thing for the other side. Now both sides have been heat shrunk onto the braces. Be careful not to touch the braces as they're metal and that conducts heat. So once they're done, it's going to be a little bit warm to the touch. So give it a little bit of time. You'll notice that the silicone covers on the hooks have now conformed and tightened around the hooks on the braces. Now when you install the braces into the back as demonstrated, they will grip and have a higher level of friction between the back plate and the actual braces, and therefore it won't move. And so because they're also silicone, they won't be abrasive onto the back plate. As you can see, the hooks are out, and so the braces are not there to brace the chair. The silicone tips are already on. I'm going to insert the first brace, and then after creating a small space, insert the second brace. Now with the braces fully in and with the silicone tips at the edge, we're going to try to demonstrate the issue that a few people had and how this improvement now resolves that. So I'm going to push forward. As you can see, it was primarily the forward motion that released the braces and the hooks. It's not going out. I'm going to be super aggressive here, and you see it, they don't come out. I'm going to go in the opposite direction, backwards, which this is going to be the more expected motion that you're going to be using the headrest, obviously, as you lean back into the headrest. Still doesn't come out. And then upwards. As you can see, the braces and the hooks are holding rather well. With that being said, I really appreciate every one of you guys. And I want to let everyone know, moving forward, everybody is going to have these already pre-installed. This is only for the pre-order individuals that receive their headrest without the silicone covers. Everyone on a back order and the orders moving forward from back orders are going to have these silicone tips on the hooks of the braces already installed, and so you won't have this issue. Any other improvements that we make, we're going to update you guys, and we'll also see what we can do to ship out any components that will enhance and improve the function of your headrest. Like I said, this is a process. We are going to continuously and forever always be improving our products. Even the stuff that we've made long ago, we're still working on making them better, and that's a promise to all of you guys.